So I know what you're thinking. Before you run to the comment section and destroy me, you're probably sitting there thinking, hey, how can this guy who's been sitting in front of a microphone talking about game after game, roasting some of our favorite games, loving hated games, all this stuff, talks about how many games he plays, yada, 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 and just yaps all day in front of a microphone, and he's never even played Kingdom Hearts before this year. I already got the comments on the Dragon Ball video. I know I was late to that, and this is inexcusable. I'm extremely late to Kingdom Hearts, kind of. My journey with Kingdom Hearts actually started with Kingdom Hearts 2. I started playing the franchise at that point and had only really ever touched one, maybe 2-3 times. I was pretty familiar with the story at the start of 2. Like, I knew what was happening pretty much from the get-go. And yes, it gets a lot more confusing with all of the spin-off games and all of this other stuff, but I've always told myself if I had the opportunity to go back and fully dive into Kingdom Hearts 1, I would not miss it. And then I missed it. About a year ago, Kingdom Hearts the full collection went on sale on the PlayStation 5 store, and I was so pumped. I was ready to get it. It was going to be like $30 instead of the typical like $110 price tag that it has. And of course, I missed it. I was working, okay? Leave me alone. But luckily for me, they decided to grace my life with this sale. Kingdom Hearts, the entire collection, went on sale on the PlayStation 5 store about, I want to say 2 weeks ago, kind of when the sale happened with Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, because I bought them on the same day. And man, if you would have told me that 2 weeks ago I would embark on one of the most adventurous points in my life in terms of real life stuff and video games coinciding with one another, I would not have believed you. Kingdom Hearts 1 is easily in my top 5 games of all time. It really is. I know I've said this about other games before, and I can be a little dramatic when I'm talking about games that I really enjoyed, but Kingdom Hearts 1 seriously left me speechless almost from the beginning. Now, I didn't play the OG version of Kingdom Hearts 1. I played the remastered or the remix or whatever they decided to name it for this collection. It was pretty much the original game with a little bit of enhanced HD visuals and cutscenes and sound effects. But I've looked up gameplay to kind of like compare it and visuals, and honestly, I kind of wish I went to a retro store in the area and just tried to find the original copy and the original console to play it on, because this game, even with its original graphics design and its sound design, is just absolutely fantastic. There's some great videos on YouTube that talk about the creation and the story behind Kingdom Hearts, and really it's one of the more inspirational gaming stories that we really have. Obviously, the world of game development now compared to the late 90s and early 2000s is very, very different, but this story is not only heartwarming, it's also like a little adventurous. Like the fact that Disney Japan hadn't really told the main Disney that Kingdom Hearts was being made until like the main guy from Disney was in Japan and he was like, just make it great. It's just perfect, man. Like this game from the get-go was going to be fantastic. And funny enough, Kingdom Hearts 1 came out about 2 months after I was born. And honestly, like, there's nothing I can say about this game that hasn't already been said. This game is one of the best. Now, at least for me, almost everything with Kingdom Hearts 1 or 1.5, which was the one I played, really just nailed it for me. I don't think there was a single aspect of this game that I didn't like. I genuinely think this is like a 10 out of 10 gaming experience, because I don't try to look at this game as if I'm looking at it compared to 2 or 3 or any of the spinoffs or really any game that we get nowadays. I'm looking at this game as a game that came out in 2002, which is, again, 22 years old almost. It's almost been 22 years since Kingdom Hearts 1 came out. Honestly, it amazes me how awesome this game is. Now, again, when you talk to someone who knows games and plays games about the idea of a Final Fantasy X Disney adventure game series between Square Enix and Disney, most people would probably scoff if Kingdom Hearts wasn't a thing. Honestly, when I first heard of Kingdom Hearts, I remember dying laughing at the fact that I could have Cloud and Mickey Mouse in the same gaming franchise. And honest to God, everything here works for me. There are a few like voice actors throughout the games for different iconic Disney characters that it just kind of sounds like they were there for a paycheck. And that to me doesn't really make sense, because you would think that voice acting for a video game would be almost the same as voice acting for an entire like animated movie. Now, I don't know anything about voice acting, so I'm not trying to like compare the two at all, because it could be completely different, because obviously with games you have to have like the hit sound effects and all these other little microscopic changes. But to me, I would think they would be pretty similar, and sometimes a character would talk and I'd be like, dude, you're kind of just not there. But I mean, even the kids, like Sora's voice actor here is great. Like you just hear it, and it's that iconic tone of voice. And as someone who didn't grow up playing the Kingdom Hearts games and really only got into them when 2 came out, it just, I don't know. Like the title of this video says, or I don't know if I'm probably going to change the title, honestly, because I change my titles like a goddamn madman. But this game seriously has me at a loss for words. I'm speechless at it. Obviously, as we sit now waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4, I think if you ask anybody who's into Kingdom Hearts, they would tell you that the story is a little intimidating to get into if you are a newcomer, or it's kind of complex with all of the different spin-offs and games. But there's something so simple about the complexity of Kingdom Hearts 1. And I mean that from the story aspect, but even in something like the combat. Obviously, there's not really like a parry or block mechanic. I mean, there is. It's just, for me, or would you even call it a mechanic? I don't even know if I would call it a mechanic. But to me, I really liked it. I think it was a really simple type of fighting game, not fighting game, but like it was a simple type of combat style that just works really fucking well. I don't know. The story itself makes a lot of sense. You're on a quest with Daffy, Goofy, to find the king, who's obviously Mickey. I don't know why they thought they would, like, I don't know if they were trying to hide it. I doubt it, because I mean, Minnie is the queen, so it's pretty obvious. But I really don't have much else to say about this game. I'm currently going through all of the Kingdom Hearts games, so I'm probably not gonna do videos on half games or like the little spin-off games that either came on DS or anything like that, even though they're in the collection. I'm probably just gonna do a video on this one and then a video on Kingdom Hearts 3. From what I remember of Kingdom Hearts 2, it's already in my top 5 favorite games of all time, but I don't really know if I like this game more than 2. I think for me, it's almost tied. I don't know. Now that I've played the original Kingdom Hearts and I'm getting ready to dive into 2, man, something about it is just, I said this in another Crab's Treasure, there's something just so passionate that seems to be lacking from a lot of games that come out nowadays. And every now and then we'll get a small indie dev team that drops a game and you can feel the passion for the type of game, the genre, whatever it is, just ooze from the screen. And Kingdom Hearts, at least to me, has that same passion. I can understand if the story is not for everyone, or that the combat is not for everyone, or even like the Toontown-esque like text blocks are not for everyone. I can totally get that, but you can't really deny that the passion that Square Enix and even Disney had for their universes is on full display in this game, except for the gummy ship. Fuck. I'm sorry. I had to say it. I don't like the gummy ship in this game. But yeah, Donald Duck, Goofy, Cloud, Sora, Mickey, Minnie, and all of the other Final Fantasy and Disney characters just amaze me. Like I just don't even know how to say it. I'm not even a Disney kid. I grew up watching the super old like Disney VHS movies, which really kind of stopped when The Lion King and Cars came out, because I just watched those two on repeat until the VHS tapes literally like unraveled themselves. But now I know why people were crying when Sora was added to Smash. I mean, Sora was literally the only character I played in Smash once he came out. Like, ever since I've touched Smash, I've only played Sora because I just really liked his playstyle. And I can understand now why Kingdom Hearts fans are just so diehard for the game. They're like almost Disney adults, but a lot of people like Kingdom Hearts because of the Final Fantasy elements. And I think there's just such a great balance of like darkness, lightness, hope, vengeance. Vengeance? What? But you know what I mean? There's just such a balance between like the Disney-fication of this game and the Square Enix like art style and gameplay style and storytelling prowess that was for this time. And it's just, I can't wait. What am I saying I can't wait for? I think I'm saying I can't wait to play 2 or I can't wait for 4. I am really excited for Kingdom Hearts 4. I think it could be really cool. I'm not going to really talk about Kingdom Hearts 4. I mean, I enjoyed this game so much, I was looking at Keyblade tattoos to get, okay? Like, I know I'm not like jumping out of my seat or like screaming like I was when I reviewed Another Crab's Treasure, but this game to me is, there's nothing I can say about it. It's in somewhere in my top 5 list. I don't know where, but it's in there. And if you haven't played Kingdom Hearts 1 yet, play the game. I mean, if there's some things holding you back, if you'd rather just watch me ramble about the game and not really give any story details, then thank you for watching. But if you would like to know the story of Kingdom Hearts, there are plenty of videos on YouTube that dive into the story, the elements of the game, and like break it down at like an iceberg level. And I'm not that type of guy. I don't got that energy. I'm sorry, I can't. Maybe if I pounded a G Fuel, I'd be able to do it, but for right now, no. But in all seriousness, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. You know, stick around for more videos. I mean, the channel's been doing pretty well, so thank you guys. I mean, it's been kind of cool to see. I don't really do much anymore, so it's cool to see. Also, if videos are sparse over the next couple days, my girlfriend and I are touring apartments because we're going to be moving soon. I'm also really trying to work on my first video for my second channel. I'm not going to post or like tell you to go subscribe to that channel yet because there's nothing on there. I'm really working on ideas for that channel right now, and I should be focusing more on this one, so I apologize. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and check out YouTube's recommended video because they think you'd like this one, so check it out. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later.